back again. This is round 4, and this time we're going back in the day. So when I think about how does back in the day relate to me as an artist and relate to my love of music and my passion for music, I do think it's generational, and back in the day music was everything. You know, there was a lot less TV channels, cinema, not everybody could afford the cinema or the movies. Same with the theatre and performances. Everybody had a record collection, so we used to, our house every day there was just music pumping out, whether it was downstairs, my mom playing soca while she did the ironing, or my brother and sister upstairs in their bedrooms, my brother pumping out NWA and BDP and LL Cool J, and my sister getting down to Janet and, you know, Loose Ends and Soul to Soul and all that back in the day beautifulness of music. Music was really prevalent. We used to sit by the record player and write down the lyrics for songs. That was something we would do as like an activity, is write down the lyrics so we knew the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? My first record that I ever got was Back to Life by Soul to Soul, and my sister bought that for me. So that was a single, a little record single that she bought for me. The prominent, dominant music that makes me think of childhood, that takes me instantly back in the day, is soca and reggae. And it's that old school reggae, that Barrington Levy, Sanchez, you know, that old school. And in truth, I never knew what I was listening to when I was younger. I just knew that music. But as I say, we listened to a lot of soul, and funnily enough, the Beatles played a big part in my musical journey, because my mom had a Beatles double album and I rinsed that thing. Yellow Submarine, I love that song. Bob Marley is another one that takes me back to childhood and also takes me back to a safe space, because I would listen to Bob Marley when we went to Barbados when I was 8. We went for 3 months, and I would sit and listen to my uncle's Bob Marley CDs on headphones and just sit and do it. You know, reggae is empowering music. And I think soca, in its kind of more laid-back approach actually on subject matters, a bit like what some of the Afrobeats artists have said, that it's to make you feel happy. It's not supposed to be political, it's supposed to get you dancing, it's supposed to be party music and take you away from the stresses of life. So that's really the music that made me, that gives me fond memories and makes me happy. My favourite season, now this is tough because I want to say summer, because I'm a summer baby. I'm born in July. And I do love the summer, but I do love the winter. I do love it getting dark early, snuggling up at home, you know, putting the electric blanket on or the heating on, or a big thick jumper, and feeling the blessing of being in the house, being indoors and having somewhere that we've created that is our home and that is lovely. So there is a part of me that does enjoy the winter, because you have that contrast of going out in the cold and coming back into the warm and feeling the appreciation of your home. Although growing up, and all my siblings and I do think again generationally, all my siblings would agree that we were lucky if the heating was on. Give thanks that the home that I live in is a modern home, and it heats up quite easily and it retains the heat. So yeah, I'm loving life. And then what's the last question? The audience and what I want to say to you about back in the day. As a professional that's worked with lots and lots and lots of people, and in the most recent years, so like the last 15 years, it's been more frontline. So it's been in education, in a college, in public services, frontline work directly with families and people. What I would say is, it isn't what happens to you, it's your perspective. You know, find a way to look for the good bits and elevate them in your mind and big them up in your mind. It doesn't matter where you come from or how much money you have or anything. It all comes back down to you and how you choose to see the world and how you want to navigate it going forward. So that's what I would say to anybody watching, and that's what I say to myself too. So we'll see you at the show.